It's the 24th of August 2010. The Met Office is currently saying that the wind is 30 miles an hour with gusts of up to 43 miles an hour. And incidentally, the weather station is only just up the road. The greenhouse that would receive the full force of the wind from the other side is fixed to the ground with steel bolts and galvanised wire. I put some big land anchors in there. My neighbour over the road installed a greenhouse, and he said 2 days later the wind put it into the next door's garden. This little wind ornament, in fact, you can see the wind has actually fractured it. The wind is very destructive. That disc is that is actually the bottom of a baked bean can. It's steel, but it's the wind has caused it to vibrate and to crack. Regarding the wind, it does get very windy, and we've put this sort of medium duty windbreak material up to cut the wind that comes it comes this way, and this does stop the wind quite a lot. Very effective. It keeps it off the vegetable beds a little bit at least. And that's the windbreak that I showed you before along there. We made all of the pathways 600 millimeters wide, so about 2 foot wide, but you can see things like this courgette plant and this giant marrow that seems to be developing here, ouch, that's spiky, have really encroached into the paths. This is bed number 1, which is supposed to be a fruit bed, and that's a gooseberry in the middle, and I think that there is cotton again lettuce, but we haven't been cutting it enough, and the little pots are box cuttings. There are 2 red currant bushes and a black currant at the end, and Sophie's already made the red currant jelly from the produce from this. This is one of the jars of red currant jelly that Sophie's made from those bushes, and we'll have that with our meals, and particularly with our Christmas dinner, together with some parsnips out of the garden. This is bed number 2 with early purple sprouting at this end and Brussels sprouts at that end, and it all looks to be a bit far advanced, a little bit too soon. Spoken to 1 or 2 people, and they're all saying the vegetables seem to be a bit early. So this is bed number 3 with curly kale, kabuki and cabbages. So bed number 4, we've got beetroot and then carrots. That first one is flyaway. Then there's a row of spring onions down there, and then more carrots. So these carrots are flyaway, carrot Carson, and then Amsterdam at the end here. So bed number 5 here is the strawberries, As I say, we've been having those on our breakfast each morning and for desserts. It's been very successful. And bed number 6, again we've got kale, kabuki and Savoy cabbages. This is bed number 7, and Sophie tells me that these are radishes, weeds and peas, and then the tomatoes here are brandy wine. So this is bed number 8, and that's Laura Rosso lettuce, and then Swiss chard bright lights, and then we've got parsnips here, and a thistle. This is bed number 9. The peas there are twinkle. There's a second sowing of onions here, not sure if the camera is picking them up. We've got leeks here, and then it looks like some carrots here. What are the carrots, Soph?
I think they're Carson again.
Carson.
And then those are spring onions.
And then spring onions. And then we got some pretty big onions here.
These are from seed. They're called Elsa Craig. Or Elsa Craig, I think.
That's a pretty big onion. I think that's Elsa Craig. So bed number 10 we've talked about already, but that's the beans and the courgettes, Aintree beans and courgettes. Oh, and sweet peas at the end. So from bed 10 we've got this dustbin of beans that's snuck in there. So bed number 11 is sweet corn. This is just about coming right now. So these look about right. We're just going to open one up and see what we can see. Oh yeah, that's looking good.
That's beautiful.
So this is bed number 12, and what have you got here, Soph?
Raspberries. These are summer fruiting raspberries, and they're the new growth on this year's canes. This year's canes are these dead looking things in here, which I've got to cut back down to the ground. These are all summer fruiting raspberries, these tall ones. Got another autumn fruiting raspberry down here. These two, I bought them as autumn fruiting raspberries, but as you can see, nothing came of them.
I think that's firewood.
So I got my money back.
Oh, well
I'll try
done.
again next year.
Okay, that's the vegetable garden. Hope it's been of interest. Thanks for Brendan over there in Ireland for getting me started on this particular project, and I think well done for Sophie, particularly on these prize onions she's grown from seed. Huge great things.